Hi, yesterday I found these in an old box on my loft. Age of Mythology and Age of Empires Collector's Edition. My parents bought me these when I was 10, and I spent countless hours playing them on the family computer. I didn't speak English, and I generally had no idea what I was doing, but I had so much fun. I haven't played them since. Coincidentally, I also recently bought this 2011 Imac for just $15. It has a quad-core i5, 4 gigs of RAM, a 1080p display, and most importantly, a CD drive. So I thought, is it possible to play these on that? The answer is yes, but I did encounter some obstacles. What the hell? Hello? Hello? Obviously, if I just wanted to play these games, I could just download Windows 10 and install them from Steam, or just use my Windows computer. But I want the full nostalgia experience. I want to slide in the DVD and play exactly the same game I played almost 20 years ago. I think it's only fitting to use this keyboard and mouse, as they were also released in 2003. You can watch my latest video about this keyboard, where I restore it if you like. Anyway, how do we do this? Well, here's the plan. 1. Create a Windows 7 installer. 2. Install Windows 7. 3. Install bootcamp drivers. 4. Install the games. 5. Have fun? Windows. I'll install Windows 7 for 2 reasons. First, Apple designed Boot Camp on the 2011 iMac to support Windows 7 natively, which means that all drivers for graphics, Wi-Fi, sound, etc. should just work. The second reason is even more important. My original game copies use what's called Safe Disk. Safe Disk was a copy protection system widely used in PC games of the late 19th and early 2000s. Anyway, let's create the installer. First, I download the ISO file from Internet Archive. Now let's insert a blank DVD. I picked up this pack for only a few dollars. I use a DVD to install Windows, since the firmware and Boot Camp were built for optical installs, and the USB ports often cut out during setup, leaving the installer without access to the files. Wait, what's this? Come on, man. What the hell? So, it turns out they're full of, vintage adult content. I asked the seller for a refund, but he refused, and he insisted I could just overwrite them, which is not possible, for these are DVD-R, not DVD-RW. Anyway, that's when the next problem occurred, so it's stuck in there. After I pulled it out, it wouldn't accept CDs. Luckily, I have a few spare drives. I tried to replace it with one from a broken 2009 MacBook Pro I got for free. Yeah, it didn't fit. I then replaced it with the drive from a 27-inch 2011 iMac, also broken, that I picked up from a scrapyard. It works. Now I just need a blank DVD. These are sealed. Hopefully this means that they're blank. Moment of truth. Good. It works. Let's burn. I open the terminal and type in this command and drag in the ISO. Perfect. It's burning. The burn was successful. Now let's reboot, holding the Option key. Okay, we're in. Let's choose Windows. It's loading. Great. Oh, sorry about the mess. Install now. Yes, please. Okay, let's clear the drive. Windows cannot be installed to this disk. The selected disk is of the GPT partition style. Let's do something about that. Disk part, list disk, select disk 0, clean, convert MBR, exit, and let's try. Success. While it's loading, let's get the bootcamp drivers onto a USB. I first clean and format the USB. I then download and unzip the drivers from Apple's website. Okay, let's set up Windows. DAVID, that's my name. Password, sure. 1234 should be fine. A hint, 1234. Product key, I can't remember where I left that. Okay, now for the drivers. Installing device driver software. Thank you. Wait, where is it? Well, it appears here. Okay, let's try again. I first clean and format. Assign? Yeah? Open folder to view files. Yes, please. You don't currently have permission to access this folder. What? To gain access to this folder, you will need to use the security tab. Okay, let's try. So what am I supposed to do in here? Hello? Well, here I just ignored the problem and it worked. I plugged the USB into my MacBook and moved the drivers and then plugged it into the iMac again and yeah, magically it worked. Okay, setup. Nice. Oh, it looks so crisp and clean now. Can we internet? Welcome to Internet Explorer. Thank you. Google works. Not YouTube though. Anyway, I think it's finally time. Oh, it works. Yes. Installation okay. That's good news. Are we gonna get the trailer? Whoa. Oh my god, this is so cinematic. Memories are coming back. Okay, before we get to gaming, let's install Age of Empires as well. Good. Everything works. Okay, all the games are installed, and now I think it's just time for me to play some Age of Mythology and Empires.
Skobos. Ellos.
Krios has supplied us with a fire siphon.
Lege, fun.
Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and if you enjoyed this video, consider checking out my other videos.
You start from humble beginnings, a small village in the Dark Ages. You explore to expand your borders, conduct trade to boost your economy, and research technologies to grow your civilization into a mighty empire. But there are difficulties too. Cunning enemies and rivals that oppose you. Powerful